What's up guys, this is Asian with Cards coming at you with my first ever deck profile on this channel, and it's going to be on my Shaddoll Star Seraph deck. And with Nats coming around the corner in like 2 weeks, I feel like a lot of YouTubers and Yu-Gi-Oh players in general want to see a deck that can actually compete with the meta being Queen Fort because of the new card Lose a Turn, and Necros because they're just consistent and they're just a really strong deck. So without further ado, let's get on with it. And first off, just kind of like a background noise because there's like a thunderstorm, but just ignore that. And, yeah. So first off, we have two Shaddoll Beast. This is pretty much your draw power of the deck. It gets you deeper in your deck, and it's really good in the mirror match too because you contribute it for your fusion, and then won't have to worry about your opponent abusing their Shaddoll fusion. Two Shaddoll Dragon. First off, these are your MST in the deck. He gets rid of back row and Queen Fort Scout, and he gets rid of Lose a Turn, and also when he's flipped, he's like a Compulse, so that's really good for getting Refuge and Lock. Double Falco because he puts pressure on your opponent, because when he's flipped face up, you can just get another Shaddoll from your grave, and he's an inherent +1. Double Squamata. Squamata's your Foolish Barrel of the deck. When she's set, she gets you any other Shaddoll monster from the deck and sends it to the graveyard. And it's like a Snowman Eater because when it's flipped, it just tops a monster on the field. And double Hedgehog. Hedgehog used to be like the worst Shaddoll monster, but now that we play 6 fusions and then we play core, it's actually really good now because it can search you out your spells when you need to. Because if you don't get your spells, you're gonna lose the game. So that's 10 Shaddoll monsters. We play 3 stick and 3 chair. This replaced the artifact engine because before people used to play the artifacts, but then Moral Talk got hit, so people tried to find a new light engine. And I feel like this is a really consistent engine because stick gets you another light monster for your construct, and if you draw these guys together, you can just like win the game from there because these two cards create one of the best combos in this sharp position. And under vanities, they're not that bad because this is a 2000 wall and this is an 18v6. You can like just beat over your opponent's monsters. And yeah, you guys can hear the rain, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty annoying. Anyway, triple Mathematician because it's a Foolish Burial, and when it's destroyed, you get to draw one, and it's an Earth target for a check. So I feel like it does everything you need. It's really good if you open this card in like a fusion. You're in a really good spot. One Pero because it helps you get over the Gin Lock, and it's like a third dragon in P4 matchup. Double Maxi because a lot of decks now like to spam, like especially Satellar Nets, they're gonna like call behind you and they're gonna like special summon a whole lot of monsters. I feel like with this you can always like draw into your outs, like your Shaddoll Fusion, your Veiler, your Raigeki, stuff like that. One Veiler because it stops your opponent from going off. It stops them from Gin locking you. And one BLS because BLS can just win games on its own. So yeah, I'm upset about BLS. Now for the spells, we play triple L and triple regular fusion. These are like the Necros virtual spells where you have to see these or you're gonna lose. So, and then in Necros, they're easier to search for because you have Colossus, Brio, and the G's. But in this deck, you have to see these or you're gonna lose. So, I feel like you have to play 6 of them. I know when like sometimes they get cloggy, but you have to sacrifice that for actually like pushing and doing damage and feeding something. Next we have Raigeki for Gin out, and it gets over like Thunder King as well as like that. And with Foolish because it's like an MST, it's an upstart, it's a Monster Reborn, it just does a lot for you. Traps, 1 games because I feel like I won't play 10 Shadolls, so late game is kind of dead. But at the same time, if I draw it early game, it gives me good. One Vanities because we all know that Vanities is good and it got limited for a reason. So that's when you need to play cards that stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Double Core because it helps you get into your water fusion, it recycles your spells, and it just helps you when you fusion summon. Double Call helps you push for damage. Like during the battle phase, you can swing, get a construct, swing construct, and then fusion. make another construct and push for a game, and hopefully OTK your opponent. Next we play triple Mind Crash. I play Mind Crash instead of Mistake because I feel like Mistake is more of a easier card to deal with if your opponent has the MST. With this, like, you can chain this and stuff, and you can like see their hand. You can like potentially play around cards like Trish, Gun Gear, stuff like that. Next for the extra deck, you play Double Window. She's one of the reasons why this deck has a lot of stun capabilities, because you can stop your opponent from special summoning, exceeding, stuff like that. Triple Construct, your best Shaddoll fusion, because it beats over any monster, it gets you the Shaddoll in the grave, it activates their effects, it's just really good. One Grista and one, I don't know how to pronounce this, Enormous Titties. These are both good in their own respect, especially Grista, because when we get to my side deck, you'll see why I play Grista. Grista is pretty much a warning, which sits down the pendulum mechanic, and it's just a really good card. And then last for the fusions, Double Check, because in a format where tellers are really big, this is really good because you can stop their Trevor plays, their Exciton, their Arc, their Casto. You can stop all that with this card. It's a 3000 beat stick, so a lot of the Exceeds nowadays won't be able to get over this without using their effects. For the fusions, for the Exceeds, one Casto because Casto is broken, and this should have been a secret in both slides. Illuminate for when you go first and open up Stick Chair. Delteros for when you go second and open Stick Chair. And those are for the Exceeds, and we'll play through them. Because Chair can only be used for Ren 4 that uses 3-0. And Goyo because you can beat over a lot of stuff. It's 28 and it's just huge. Macros when you have to clear the field, and against Cleafor it's really good. But then you run into lose a turn, so that's a problem. And there's that Lightning again. One Leo because against Cleafor, and against Burning Abyss, it just stops them, and they have to like deal with like a Racket or Dark Hole. That's for the extra deck. Now for the side, Double Fire and Double Ice. This is why I play Grista, because we have 2 fire targets in the deck and 2 water targets for Anomalith. And these cards are just really good at making your opponent iffy on what they're going to attack, because it could be an Ice Hand, it could be a Falco, it could be Dragon, a Headshot. It just makes your opponent think what they have to do. And against Cleafor, it just clears away their scales. Triple Lancia. Probably the 3rd best hand trap aside from Baylor and Maxi. It just stops your opponent from banishing with their ritual spells and stops you from being trished. And also gets ritual beasts. And I'm going to put these two cards together and talk about them in an equal way. Poisonous Wind, it just stops ritual beasts, because that deck, if they open up Elder Kanahog or Elder Rentengu, you're probably going to lose that game if you don't have hand traps. So I like to go first against that deck and set up like a Poisonous Wind with like a window. So yeah. Next, Triple RSD and Double Fairy Wind. All for the same deck for Cleafor, and also against Tellers, because you can hit their Kalahanids and their Machine and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it guys. That's my Shaddoll deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a thumbs up. Post